Hello all. Not feeling very energetic at the moment. Hopefully the coffee will kick in soon. Wake up, you bastard. Come on. Ugh. Anyway, let's get started. And then... let's see, no need for an undertaker to address him. New one on him. We're gonna exchange shots with this officer who was near that some crates not far from one of the open entrances. Just a second. That's some crates not far from one of the open entrances. Someone with a suicide, which could have just charged in there. Charged the entrance from there. Reaching it in about 3 steps. Oh. From there, someone could have jumped into the entrance. Ground floor. The head. Death wish. Dobin was pretty sure he have one of those. Just that desire that many young men had. Find a purpose in their life. Open shots. Where is he? 5 meters off. One of them. Did I call this a frickin' warehouse by accident? I hope not. Probably did. I'm my own worst enemy. Dobin's shots. Shots missed, and so did the officers. Both ducked back to reload. A few more men came up around Dobin. Friendlies, thankfully. They were welding old M1s from the last war. And some other guy from across the way, they had a BAR, which wasn't even standard issue anymore. Guy must have taken it from some armory. He certainly wasn't trained with it. Pause. He certainly wasn't trained with it. He was doing well, managing to hammer some unfortunate terrorist about the right side of his chest. And the guy went down. Almost like someone ran him through with a sword in the side. Gosh, I keep getting message. Ran through a sword from the side. Elman kept up the fire. The officer. He wondered why this man decided after so many years to get back in the saddle. Why he decided to lose his life. Return to his days of military glory. The man probably saw 100 times how much fighting and carnages Dobin did. But one of them, Dobin felt like he was going to get him. The guy was a guy seeing his lot of combat and make him some demigod. This guy, I probably wasn't fighting for those nearly that. I probably wasn't fighting for that. And for the 18 years, for the 19 years since the war's end. Squeezed off shots with his 14 and finally got right in one of his polished jackboots. It sent him stumbling into the open. Somehow managed to stay on his feet, even though that shot to his knee, ankle, should have been about as destructive as a sword swipe clean through it, bone and muscle. Basically, his foot should have been pretty much detached from the rest of him. He somehow, just to stay on his feet, squeezed off 3 shots. Another short burst with his E1 SMG. 2 bursts. Do you have an E1? Yeah. 2 more shots. Delvin caught the officer in the abdomen, and he didn't scream, but his features went slack, and he dropped to his knees, then on his side, rather like some wounded jungle cat that had been bested by had been mortally wounded, that finally gave up the ghost. Owen wondered who he left behind. Did he have a normal life for the years between the war and when he became a terrorist? Did he live? Did he raise a family? Did he lose anybody? Did he have kids? A lot of kids. Delvin wasn't sure how many kids you could have. 8 years. He heard that, Jade. Families have a lot of kids. Had a lot of kids. These men had a lot of kids. Bagged an officer. Someone yelled at Delvin. I did it. Delvin replied, I got the bastard. Right. And the men agreed. The two men moved up to that crate the officer had been using to cover. They kicked his body out of their way so they wouldn't trip over him. Dibs on his mail. Someone yelled. Big shiny ones. Fine, take what you want. Delvin replied. I relinquish all claims to that officer's medals. Nobody started seized the body, started stripping of medals. Medals right there. But he was dragged away so that his medals wouldn't get shot up. Delvin didn't think he accidentally shot any of the males. And if he did, then he doubted it stopped. 7.62 millimeter round. The death of the officer did nothing to lessen the morale of his men, who kept squeezing off shots at the entrance. There was a balcony. There's a balcony about at the front of the building, about the 3rd floor. No cover there, unless you counted the heavy-looking railing and the grated metal floor, which looked like chicken wire from the underside. Two gunmen with AKs appeared at that balcony, acting like they were invincible. They aimed down, squeezed off shots at the men crossing in the open, going for the entrance. One soldier, not far from Dubin, in front of him, took a bullet through the top of his helmet, and he seemed to vomit blood as he collapsed. Dubin later realized it wasn't coming from his mouth. It shot out under his helmet, almost like he had smashed an egg between his helmet and his skull. The man collapsed, and nobody went to him because it was clear it was already done. The other man was more lucky, taking a bullet through the right shoulder and getting thrown backwards hard against the concrete. Some comrade rushed and grabbed him and dragged him to cover, while someone was still fumbling with a smoke grenade to provide concealment. Other guy got shot. Another guy just standing in the open. Someone green. One apparently green. Green as some summer field in springtime. Springtime. That's one word. Apparently green is some field in springtime. Got cut. Got shot about the neck. And went down quickly. He was dragged off before our friend Dobin could get a good look at the wound. So it was either going to bleed to death or end up paralyzed, neck down for life. Neither sounded They get me good enough, and I'm done. Muttered. Dobin didn't want to end up crippled and maimed. One of the guys that his dad talked about was fortunate. Dobin's dad Dobin Sr. made it out of the war. About 2 world wars. Without a scratch on him. Somehow, Dobin Jr. didn't think he inherited his luck. He was pretty sure if he went into combat tonight, he was gonna end up going home to Sarah's land in a box. I'm coming up with fictional names for all the states. I still haven't figured out the world building who Sarah was. Probably some settler who got kidnapped by Indians. Something. I don't know. Wait up those fucks. Sergeant. Why did I think Gunderson? There's no Gunderson here. This is in Switzerland. I mean Sweden. Switzerland, Sweden, same thing. They're so identical, how can you tell them apart? It's like how France and those other countries all have the same flag, just with the colors vertical or horizontal. Yelled. And for a second, Dobin was looking on the ground for a flamethrower team. He was pretty sure a flamethrower, even an old one, Great War era relic, if those would still work without exploding and killing, welding it, could have put up that balcony. Instead, I mean up there, they were torn up by regular small arms. One guy got a big bullet wound right through his right arm, making him jerk in that direction and drop his rifle. Another bullet went through his right side of his face and disappeared up into his skull without coming out. He collapsed in a rather hideous way. Like half his bones suddenly vanished. The other fellow got hit twice in the chest. The chest tumbled forward, also losing his rifle. He went right over the railing and almost hit somebody on the way down, who jumped away just in time, like a guy avoiding a mortar incoming. Fell splattered against the ground, not as bloodily. Jade. People have a lot of people getting shot in books, but this is a little different. I mean, you could write a scene like where a guy goes on a rampage and just shoots everybody in his path, but that's a bit hard to write because it's just like there's too much of that stuff going on these days. I'd rather have that stuff off screen and leave the shootouts like this on screen. Let's see, because it's much more of a fair thing. I'm sure everyone would agree. The two sides fighting each other. It's just splattering. Not as bloody as Dobin expected. It's not D, it's Dobin. D is with the psychic lady and the other people. Mike, one-eyed Mike, one of my older protagonists from older stories. Let's see, not as bloodily as Dobin expected, but he still wished he had turned away before the man made contact. I suppose there was a reason, a good reason why they didn't show guys hitting the ground in the movies. Besides the fact, it would have been pretty tough to show something like that. Goodbye, fucker. Grunted the dead man, and happened to be at spitting distance, so he spat upon him. Okay, and on that cheerful note, let's end here. Jeez, I didn't even get inside the factory yet. This shootout's gonna take forever to write. Auf Wiedersehen.